hyperlinks, how we can use the hyperlinks and deal with them. And one example I showed you working with hyperlinks, intra-document navigation and inter-document navigation. So we learned about how we can handle the navigation, right? So in this inter-document links, we learned how to link to Skype or link to call or link to emails. So what are the attributes available and how to deal with them, we discussed, right? Now, one more option we learned is how we can download the link, how we can open link in a new window or open in a new tab. These options we learned. So to open in a new tab, we have to use target as blank. And to open in a new window, we have to use window.open method to execute as JavaScript method. So window.open to open. So one more point is how we can open in the same window. That means without navigating to target page, without navigating to the target page, we can bring and display the target page content in the current page. That means without navigating out of that page. So suppose when I select here any option like Amazon shopping, it opens in a page. By removing the current page, it should not remove the current page. In that case, what should happen? That means it should display just beside it, somewhere in the same page. How we can open in the same window without losing this content? Generally, we can achieve that by using iframes. Earlier in old version, we used to have a concept called frame. But frame set, we have frame set and frame. This frame set frames are no longer valid and no longer supported across various browsers. That is the reason we don't recommend this anymore. Frame set and frames are not recommended anymore. They are not supported across browsers, so not recommended anymore. So we have to better go with the iframes. Some browsers will support frame set, some browsers will not. But these are old version related options, so we should not use anymore. We can use iframe. The purpose of iframe is it allows to embed any content into page. Embed means integrates as a part of page. It integrates any content and keeps it as a part of any current page. It can embed that. So it allows to embed any content into the page. That's what iframe can do. So by using iframe, you can bring any other contents and display in the current page. Let's see how this iframe works. So mostly while working with the links combination, we can use this iframe. In real world projects also, real world environment, iframe is used for lot of external content to embed. I will show you. So for example, let's create a simple design here. What I am doing is in our project, I will create a simple folder called website. Okay. Website is a separate folder I created. In this website folder, I will add some files like home.html. In this home.html, I am not designing complete HTML. I will keep just div. Why? Because we want to use this in another page. When we want to use this in another page, we don't want complete HTML, only a part of HTML, because already in that page, head, the body sections, everything will be there. You can design separate HTML page, but we don't need that. Just this div is enough. In that, I will put a heading. So I will give as Amazon home. And here some content, some shopping online, some 75% off on electronics. So footwear, something like this, fashion. Okay. This is generally defined here and configured here. This is home page. Okay. I will add another page, electronics.html. In electronics.html, I will design electronics home. And some images I will give. Image source from assets, some speaker.jpg, some width, height, like this. And one more image, so some earpods.jpg, something. This is electronics page. Similarly, another page we will add footwear.html. And here I will copy footwear home. And here I given the images shoe and shoe one. Okay. Next, one more page we will add as fashion HTML. And here I given fashion home. Okay. And here we have shirt and jeans, something. So that is the page we are having. Now we have home, electronics, footwear, fashion, separate pages are there. Now what I want here is, I want to design the website in such a way that in this website, left side, we will put navigation. And in that navigation, we will have options like home, like electronics, like footwear, and fashion like this. And actually, for them, separate pages are present. We have home.html, so electronics.html like this. So footwear.html, fashion.html, separate pages are present. Now, when I click on home, I want this page to come into the same page and display. That means generally, suppose this page is index page. This is index.html. When I click on home, what happens is Generally, index page will remove and home page will come. It will remove this complete and home page will come. But I want to bring that page and display inside this index page. So in this area, without disturbing the left side area. Now, inside a page, you are displaying another page. That is possible by using iframe. You can put this and display inside iframe. If you put a iframe allows you to bring any another file content and display embed into the current page. So by using iframe, we can achieve this concept. So user will stay on same page and gets everything onto that page. That's what actually we can achieve by using iframe. So let's create this index page now. In the website folder, I am creating index page, index.html. Now in this index.html, I am designing doc type HTML head title index. And here we have link relation is equal to style sheet. Href is equal to fonts CSS all.css. And in the body section, I am designing a div and a class as container. And that is the class I given, class as container. So inside this, or you can keep simply two areas, header and section. So header, section, navigation, something. In the header, I given a heading, Amazon shopping. Okay. In the section, I am giving here. So no need of this container, directly header section we will give. Okay. Header and section. And in the section, I am defining a navigation area. And in that we have an unordered list. So list item, anchor, home. And we will put a span. So class is equal to FA home. So we have another list item. So this is like FA TV. And here we will put electronics. Another list item. So shoe prints. And here we have footwear. And one more, we have fashion. So t-shirt. And here we defined fashion. Okay, these are the options configured. Now in that right side panel, this is the header, that is the section. And we can keep this in a separate location also. That means dividing that navigation, and we have a main area. In this main area, I am using an iframe. Currently, I am using an iframe. Okay. So there can be several iframes in your page. One page can contain several iframes. In this iframe, I will give an name for iframe as a reference name as some frame body. Okay. You can see here, that is the section, and then footer area. In the footer, I will keep a div and ampersand copy and copyright 2021 like this. You can see now the index page looks like this. This is the index page. And in this index page, you can see that. So this is iframe. A box will be there, that is iframe. Okay, let's create here some effects now. I will define style, and for header, we are defining so background color and color and color is white, and text aligned to center. All these things we are defining. Now same I am giving for the footer also. So footer also fine, header and footer. Now for section I am defining height as 400 pixel. So height will increase, and in the section I will define here display as grid, and the grid template columns. So 2 fractions and 10 fractions, and it will get the display grid here. And 2 fractions and 10 fractions we are displaying like this side by side. Now observe carefully this left side panel, that means unordered list. So unordered list style as none, and margin left as -20 pixels. It will go little bit left side, more left side. Okay, and list items, so we will give so border 2 pixels solid tomato, or say yeah, and here background color so light salmon. Okay, and color as some white. Okay, so here margin bottom as 20 pixels, and width as so 140 pixels. It will be in this way. This also background color also tomato. Okay, so that will give dark appearance here. So, and I will give padding as 5 pixels. That's the appearance for the contents. So the width is 120 pixels. That's fine. Now this is the anchors we are having, links we are having, and right side I have an iframe. I will keep this iframe. I will write here iframe, and for iframe we will define width as 100%, and height we will give according to the section 400 pixel. That means the width and height will be, it will fit like this. So suppose it will be like 390 pixels, like this it will adjust. And I don't want border for iframe. I don't want to show it like iframe. Then we can put border as none. Then you can see there is no iframe like, but actually iframe is there, but it is not showing any border for that. iframe have the ability to display any page, so any file content directly inside your page. So by using iframe have src. iframe source I am giving as, so the file is home.html. By default, whatever content is present in this home.html, it will be displayed inside that iframe. You can see that iframe contains home.html. Actually, now you are watching 2 pages. One page is the index page, another page is the home HTML page. It currently On the top, index is there. In index, home is also displayed. iframe have the ability to bring that and display. You inspect. In the inspect, you see here in this iframe, a document is added. In the iframe, a document is added. In the document is a HTML document which contains that Amazon shopping. A document is displayed inside another document. In the iframe area, it is displayed. That is actually the content. Generally, what happens is when you see the elements, here you will have a settings option. In the settings, when I scroll down, there is an option called show user agent shadow DOM. User agent shadow DOM. Later, I will tell you in JavaScript what is a shadow DOM. Actually, when I select that shadow DOM, so that shadow DOM is going to show these contents inside. Actually, this is called shadow DOM. Shadow DOM means inside the main content, what content is displayed, how it is displayed, it is displaying actually. This is called shadow DOM. Later in other concepts of JavaScript, you will learn about that. So at experience level, they may ask you what is DOM, what is shadow DOM, what is virtual DOM, so which are very trending topics these days. So for a very experienced people in interviews, they may ask that, but that you will learn in JavaScript, we will learn and we will discuss about them. Initially, now inside our index page, home page is coming. Okay. It is displayed in iframe. So now what we are doing here is we are defining the link navigation. That means link href. For links also, I will put a color anchor. So color as white, because when I give href, they will change the color. So here href, when I click on this home, it should go to home HTML. But what will happen is it will remove the current page and it will navigate to that page. Observe carefully what happens now. I will remove the text decoration also. So text decoration as none. You see now, when I click on home, then it will remove this current page and it gets the home page. No, it should open in the iframe. So we have to define the target. Target is equal to iframe name. Iframe name is frame body. That's how we define. So target can be blank or it can be the name of an iframe. So it will open the target into that particular iframe. So target, it says that, you see, it says that it specifies where to display the target URL. It can be a tab, it can be a window, or it can be an iframe. These are the options we are having. So currently I showed you tab and window. Now you are seeing an iframe. So there are other options like self, like blank, so like parent, so and like top. And see, they say that all these are going to open in self only. Currently all are behaving as self, because that is done by using other old version browsers, which is not supported now. So it can be a tab or a window or an iframe. Currently we are using iframe name. Similarly, electronics href is equal to, it has to open electronics.html and target, so frame body. That means open in the frame body. Href is equal to, so footwear.html target is equal to frame body. Remember, the name of iframe capitalization matters. You have to exactly define the same capitalization. And similarly, href is equal to, so fashion.html, and target is equal to, so that is also frame body. That's how we need to configure and we need to define the content. Now observe carefully, by default source is home. By default source is home. But when I click on electronics, so that electronics page will open inside this iframe that will come here. And when I click on footwear, it will get the footwear and display, and fashion display. You can stay on only one page and bring all the contents into the page and display. I click on home, home will come. Electronics, footwear, fashion. You can bring any content and embed into that particular page. So this is done by using iframes. By using the concept of iframe, we can achieve this type of functionality. And actually, in real world, iframe is not just for linking up with other HTML files and accessing them. iframe is also used for, it is also used for videos, PowerPoint presentations. You can embed them into the page. For example, so here I will define some link. So I will define some link, and that link anchor. So and span, I will put as class FA, and FA some file movie. So we have any movie, so symbol. So we will put that symbol. So I have like some video, yeah, video is there. So let's keep that video. Yeah. Now here I am defining as text as prime video, and you can see that is some prime video. And I want to display that when I click on this, when I click on that, I want to display a video here. Actually, videos we can embed by using a video and audio tags that I will tell you later. Initially, so this is nothing but a YouTube video you can embed and configure. That means in other websites like YouTube, you have some video. Actually, when you click on that, it can go to YouTube, or you can bring YouTube here and show directly here. That's what embedding actually. For example, I will show you. So one simple point here, I will open, so YouTube Naresh IT channel. This is YouTube Naresh IT. And in this YouTube Naresh IT, so I will open any video.
Recording stopped. Recording in progress.
Okay, just lost connection for a while. Let's continue, right? Yep. So, yep. So here we are going to this YouTube. So let's go to that YouTube here. And how do we link some external videos and all? I will show you here. So this is YouTube, some Naresh IT. Yeah. In this YouTube videos, you can see I am selecting any specific video. I'm selecting any specific video. And I will copy this URL of that video. This is the URL of the video. Copy that video. Actually, I will open Notepad and paste this video link. This is the video link. Generally, this is the video link you will get from YouTube for watching. If you want to embed this video in your project, that means in your website, now 2 points are there. First one is the person who uploaded that video into his channel, he must give permission of sharing that and embedding that into other websites. Sometimes people will lock sharing. Due to that, you can watch video in their channel only. You cannot share or you cannot embed into other websites. But if they given the permission, then what you can do is same link. What you have to do is up to this from .com/ see watch ?v equal up to this, remove up to equal, from watch up to equal you remove and put a slash, and between that you have to use the word embed. So this is actually the video code SI, that is the video code. I am using this embed instead of watch. So this is the video suitable for embedding. So what I will do now is when user clicks on this link, Prime Video, so or video tutorial something. So generally this is like defined as some C tutorial like this. That is just option here, that is C tutorial. And when user clicks on that, href is equal to, I will give the YouTube link. This YouTube link is not for watching, this is for embedding. They will not give an embed video. Actually, you observe here in the actual YouTube website. So YouTube Naresh IT and I selected any video here. I am selecting any video here. And in this video, you can observe that at the bottom somewhere in the video, there is a share option. So we have a share option. When I click on share option, you can see they have embed. When I click on embed, you can see that they give an iframe, and you can see this is actually the embed code. This is the embed code. This is the embed link. Actually, this is the embed link, and they are also using iframe only. We already have an iframe. And we need to embed that iframe into that iframe. This is the embed code for that. Actually, the same embed code we are having now. So embed code we are having now. This GWT is not required, but we can just remove that and you can keep it. Suppose observe carefully. Here I am embedding that, but where to open that embedded link? It should open target. Target is equal to frame body. It should open in the frame body. Now what happens here is So when you open that page, you click on see tutorial, then it has to embed that into this location and display. And actually it's showing an error in the playback. So I will remove this up to GW, that is up to GW, because the embed link is this one. Okay, and so see tutorial, that video comes here. And you can directly click on that and you can directly play the video in your web page. But remember, this depends on the people uploaded that video have given you that permission or not. You can bring that and display. You can see the embedded link. Sometimes you will not see that sharing link. That means they will not allow you to share the video. And once you got this, you can get this embedded video link and you can use it in your website. So this is embedding the contents of other websites into our website. But the people who uploaded in their website must give that permission to you to embed that and use it. In a page, there can be several iframes, not only one, there can be several iframes. You can display multiple contents into them at a time. Here I am using only one iframe and all the target will come into that iframe. It can be a JPG file, it can be a video, it can be PDF document, anything. You can put a PDF document also into it. So just what you have to do here is we need to create a link. So anchor href is equal to, so it is in docs css demo.pdf and the target, so the frame body. And here we say CSS tutorial like this. And this is another link we have. I click on CSS tutorial, it will open that PDF inside this area. It opens that inside that area. In that iframe, it will open that content. So you can open a JPG file, a HTML file, or a video linked from YouTube, or you can give this. You can also use PowerPoint presentation, so many. For example, you see the websites like, I hope you know SlideShare. SlideShare is a popular website for PowerPoint presentations. When you go to this website, you search for any presentation, HTML. Some HTML related presentations will come. You click on that presentation and a PowerPoint presentation will come. And in this PowerPoint presentation, you can watch the presentation online. And if they have given the permission, you can use this presentation in your website also. So how you can do that? So simply you can go to the share option here. And in the share option, so they will provide these options. There is an embed link also. And you click on that, you can see the embed is given in an iframe. From an iframe, you can configure the embedded link and we can use the embedded link in iframe and use it. So that is the basic. So that is the basic of options. So generally iframe is very regularly used. So this presentation will be embedded into your option. So here 3 techniques are there. You can open the link target in a separate tab. You can open the link target in a separate window, or you can open in the same window without disturbing the existing content. That is through iframe. A page can have several iframes. For example, I am creating a demo.html page. And you see in this page, I am adding, so doc type HTML head title iframes. And in the body section, so I'm using an iframe. So iframe, this iframe have source, that is home.html. And I have another iframe that is having source, that is http://www.amazon.in, something like this. So, or you can use all the pages, suppose electronics.html. So we added multiple iframes here, and we are configuring multiple iframes here. So that means iframe, so src is some footwear.html, and arranging into rows and columns your wish. So depending on width and height, you can see when I run this, all that will be displayed here. That means you can have multiple iframes. You can bring the content of other pages and display them and embed them. Not only other pages, it can be a PDF document, it can be any another document. That is the basic example of how you can work with iframes and use them. This is a small example of working with the links and navigations. So with iframes, how you manage them, right? Next, important, after understanding this iframes and tables, we have to understand tables and forms and multimedia. These are the three topics are there. Once we're done with this, now we can start working with CSS and JavaScript. Now working with tables, forms, and multimedia, we will see in the next session. Tomorrow we will continue with that. Tomorrow we will see how we can work with tables, forms, and multimedia. Tomorrow we will discuss about tables option. Okay, right. So you have any doubts? You are practicing